cards are so good. Like almost all the good cards in the last set are either Spirit or Arcane.
Okay.
So that's why I take Hisoka's Defiance fairly high. Like I used to not play Defiance main like all the time, but now I can take it fairly early.
It was really strong in Champions, but once you added
A Betrayer, then it got worse. There were a lot of cards.
Yeah, both the Defiance and the Diviners seem to wind up in sideboards a lot. 4 months ago.
4 months ago, yeah, but now they're very good. And archetypes have gotten better that really hate the Diviner, like blue-green has gotten better. It really hates.
Blue-green and blue-white.
Yeah, blue-white doesn't like to play against the Diviner either. So. Such a huge tempo advantage. It's not at its best in this game. No.
Taps a blue-white strider.
Yeah.
Couple giant monsters on the board for Anti-Malin, by the way. He's got a Gut-Wrencher owner and
there's the Undying Flame from Jeffrey Saron.
Oh, interesting. So Sadishpor took the hit from the Ogre Recluse, and that could cost him the game.
Game 4.
Wow. Ball game. Jeffrey Saron wins. Takes a 1-0 lead over Johan Sadishpor. It was exactly the way you saw it coming, too, Tommy. You're like, does he have any finishers? Well, there's this Undying Flames card, and Johan knows the deck list. Well, that means he should start blocking next turn, but he didn't. He took another 5.
I think he needs to be aggressive. Just, I think it was a calculated risk, or maybe I'm just trying to save face for my body here.
How well do you know Sadishpor?
Fairly well. We played in Team Pro Tour twice, me, Jens, and Johan.
Oh, wow. Okay.
How did you guys do?
The first time we were 5th. We lost in the second last round, so we didn't get to draw in. And we won the last round. And the second time we didn't make day 2. So we were 5th when Phoenix Foundation won the first time. So Johan is a very good limited player. But his deck choices for constructed events can be interesting.
Is that polite?
That's a polite way of putting it. He finished 2nd at his nationals, like 2003, with Greenback. So that's his best constructed finish, I think. But he won the Gateway in New Orleans 2001 and won 2 of the first rounds of the Masters. So he went 8-1 in limited events. He's really good in limited. That's definitely his forte.
Yeah, I was surprised that he has no big finishes. I guess the 5th place in the team event is a pretty impressive but invisible.
Yeah, top 16s, top 32s are very invisible.
There is a chance.
They're really the mark of a good player, I think. But like
we've talked about that with
Anti-Malin. It's just 2 top 32s this season so far, and everybody's like, who is this guy in the top 8?
It is really hard to make several top 32s. Way harder than to make a one long run.
I completely agree. One top 8 is not nearly as impressive as multiple top 32s.
Now, you said the last time you had seen Anti-Malin playing, he was more of a casual player. Are you surprised to see him come this far, where he's doing his 3rd big money finish in one season?
Even as a casual player, there are some things I noted. One is that he has a different way of looking at cards. Like he beat me with Blessing of Leeches.
Yeah.
And not that many players in this event would be beating me with Blessing of Leeches. that gave him a game. So he plays cards that others don't. He has different strategies. So I saw that he was unique in some way. So that usually means that a player is either fairly good or just really bad.
Do you think that's
that's one shot?
Do you think that's the difference between the players who do okay on the Pro Tour, but they're not great? Like they have this sort of homogenized approach to the game, and the players who really excel, can think, to use a cliche term, but think outside the box, or are willing to look at other cards, or how important
you need to do something different in order to make it to the top. It's not enough to just be better. You have to have something different. Otherwise, you're relying on the luck. You have to work outside of the system, like not obey all the rules that are being given. Since otherwise, others know everything that you have, everything that you're going to do.
I think that's one of the things that made Finkel great.
Yeah.
We've talked about that a lot. His playing Yokohama against Ben Combs, where.
And other thing that I noted about Antti when he was a casual player is that he doesn't get stressed. He doesn't add significance to some match. A lot of players just put too much stress on themselves. They think about how important the match is. Antti is there playing because he likes the game, and that's why he plays in his own style.
He said he couldn't decide between Grand Prix Bologna and a Type 1 championships.
That's very. That sounds like a comment made by Antti. I'm not surprised at that. He'll probably go to Type 1.
He went to Bologna, I believe.
Oh, he did. Yeah.
Did Johan talk to you at all about how he was going to sideboard for this match?
No. I just briefly met him at dinner. So.
Okay. I think he said he was going to bring in some healers.
Oh, you draw?
That would make perfect sense.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let's see what he has.
I keep.
He has a Kitsune. He has one Kitsune healer.
Well, he leads with a diviner.
He has the Kitsune
Around
Bone Setter.
Frostling.
There are a lot of frostlings in that deck.
3, I believe.
If it's a red card and it's not Spiraling Embers, it's in Jeffrey's deck.
On the underling on the draw, but with a Frostling.
He does have some barrel
Barrel
down
down.
Sokenzans to
Do you barrel down here and
barrel
barrel
that up.
Doesn't sound right.
I'm just saying at any moment that could easily jump up to 4-2 first strike.
I'm wondering why the frostling hasn't been. Oh, he wants to kill a 2-1 flyer with it. That's a good.
Or he's
that
got
would
the
answer
Honda.
my question.
Never mind.
That would answer my question.
We can put up with diviner long enough to get the Honden into play. No need to kill it right away.
This does not look good.
I don't believe there's any enchantment removal in Johan's main deck or sideboard.
I actually thought Sadispor was going to win that first game. It seemed like it was going about as things were going about as well as they could be, but
It looks like he has
this game,
Looks like he has 2 ways to win: either rush early or try to win with soul chip tricks.
this game, however, he's stumbling on mana. He's being beaten with goblins. Yeah, he just scoops them up.
All the red creatures,
There,
everyone at the past him.
no reason to even go through the motions there. Sadispor scoops up his cards, and Cerrone wins his 5th consecutive game of his top 8.
He might be able to win 5 matches
5-0.
if you made him do it with this deck.
Was Oisa's deck good?
No.
It was okay. Like, he had Ink Eyes and Okiba Gang, so he had some highlights. But the problem was he wound up 3 color for no good reason. Like, he first picked a Rend over Moss Kami, which he doesn't like at all, and over another black card. He had to ship a Gut Wrencheroni. And then the second pack, it's got Kodama's Might, Sasuke, and another Rend.
The other Ren, so he's
Other
got
one,
the
yeah.
Spirit and a Flush.
What do you pick there?
It's really. I try to stay in color.
That's what I thought. I thought you take the other Rend, ship 2 green cards. You've already shipped a Moss Kami anyway, and now let them fight over green. You're going to cut off black, and you can probably talk that whoever took the Gut Wrencher Oni out of it. He took Sasuke.
Fujita just went up the second game on the back
Vegeta
table.
took game 2. What happened to all the demons that were in play?
Consume-
Well, let's can we get John Becker's microphone turned on and just let him go down and tell us how that game played out? Interesting. It sounded like Ante had a couple demons in play and he was in good shape, but John, what happened down there?
Hey, what happened was Consuming Vortex happened, and Yasura went back to Andy's hand, the Gut Wrencher went to the graveyard, and it was just a couple of little flyers kept banging away every turn. A 2-1 Moonbow Illusionist, and the Minesweeper just kept bang, 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 3 points every turn.
Okay.
And Andy just really didn't draw any action after the two ginormous monsters he had down there. The only other creature he had, I think, all game was a devoted retainer, which wasn't holding much of anything on. So he was really banking it on that 10 points that was coming over every turn, but unfortunately, he really never even got a chance to get on track.
So quick 2-0 for Fujita.
Yeah, 2-0, and they're still up for game 3.
Wow, this could be the shortest semifinals ever.
It could be.
All right, fair enough. So Tsuyoshi Fujita leads Antti Malin 2-0, and Jeffrey Cerrone leads Johan Sadispor 2-0.
So we'll see what happens, and I guess back to you.
So we were talking about the draft.
Yeah, okay, so Oiso took Sasuke there. He shipped the Rend and the Kodama's Might. The guy on his left, it was Ante on his left, had taken the Gut Wrencheroni, saw the 3rd pick Rend, and was just like, great, I'm in black. But then Oiso stayed in black. And he wound up fighting both his neighbors for black. So, but he's sort of